Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
Loving each other.
or finding our inner Barack and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or Niram and Nyambi.
Yes.
Long time coming, ain't Niram Nyambi?
Yes, it is.
Well, I guess we don't got to go in depth about our story. But how long we been together? You want to do this part? How long we been together? Who is they?
Ooh, we've been together since 2006.
Yeah.
Ooh.
College sweethearts.
College sweethearts.
And what else? That's all you know?
Let's see, we've been college sweethearts.
Mm-hmm.
I moved from Detroit to white-ass New England for you.
Okay.
I followed you.
Oh, Niram, why are you talking like that?
I followed you.
How about this? Okay, what's the biggest lesson we learned from each other? We don't have to say our whole relationship, but maybe this past year. What's the biggest lesson?
Lean on your partner when you can. And I'm going to say the other thing is be friends first.
Yeah.
Be the bestest friends, because that'll help you out in the long term.
Yeah.
Especially when shit hits the fan.
Absolutely.
What about you?
The biggest lesson I learned from you is just think outside the box. This year, I would say.
Okay.
Think outside the box. Don't worry about the status quo. Be the exception, not the rule.
Okay.
That's what I learned from Nir.
Hey.
Anyway, who is you?
I'm Nir.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 100, niggas.
I thought we was going to get rolling a little deeper before we start with the N-bombs, honey.
Okay.
But it is 100, nigga.
All right. Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on that Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Black Love Matters. Remember, that's Black with no K.
Happy Monday, y'all.
Happy Monday.
This time is ticking. We about to be in Black History Month.
Sure
Right now, we're in Black History Month preparation mode.
Mm-hmm.
But we about to be in February.
We are.
Wow. So I'm not waiting on nobody.
It
Do
ain't
it?
wait for nobody.
It's a blessing, though. I'm excited.
Man, we started this in like July.
June.
Okay. June.
We should have
July.
started on our anniversary. That would have been cute. But
Yep.
we started it June 1st, I think.
June.
Mm-hmm.
It's February.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah, time to work for nobody.
No,
Because these episodes just be running by.
don't they?
Sure do.
We be having new shit every Monday, Wednesday. I'm surprised when I got new shit to say. I was just waiting for the episode or the podcast to come out. I'm like, nothing new, y'all.
Nothing new. I'll let y'all later.
We'll do a quick guided meditation, just so you can navigate the CCs and the nifty niggas and the Africans, and be blessed.
Hey,
And hey, I'm not gonna say that's never gonna happen.
you
Do
never
a
know.
guided meditation. What you say? What I do? What you call it? Hood? What do you call them?
What? Trapstrology?
I can't even say that. Trapology?
Trapstrology.
Trapstrology.
Yes.
In a guided meditation.
Yep.
I remember, what was it? I think you posted on Instagram. It was something like, meditation or yoga has been known to lower the number of fucks you give, or something. Like,
Yeah.
what was it? Like, it's something that was a slant. Like,
Yes.
oh, excuse me.
It did lower the number of fucks you give.
What?
Period. That's one thing it definitely does
It
do.
mellow you out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You be like, oh, bills due?
Cool.
Fuck it.
You get it when I got it.
Boss acting crazy?
Normal.
Mental health day.
What?
You done took 3 mental health days in a row.
Absolutely, I have.
I got the time.
Come on. What, they gonna turn you down? That's a case in itself.
How you gonna use up? And you know how you do, because most jobs usually give y'all niggas all those sick days.
Yep.
And no vacation time. So you got to take those sick days. You just got to go in. My throat is just.
I can't.
I think I got laryngitis.
What is it called? Leonidas.
Laryngitis.
Laryngitis?
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
I think you naming somebody from the block.
Shit.
You said Leonidas. That's like no nigga lying. I gotta go home. I got Leonidas. Leonidas?
They were like,
is
what?
that an STD?
I got laryngitis. I can't.
What is it?
I can't.
Is that an STD? What is that?
And then what happened in there? Why you coming? He said he got Leonidas. Oh, that's a new
from
one.
300? Ain't that where that from?
That is.
You crazy. All right. If we do a check his focus near this
Yeah,
100.
all right.
This is a sentimental episode though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it ain't gonna be as traditional as this, y'all.
Right.
It's more sentimental. So where should I start? Should I start with the Desi Chronicles?
If you want to.
I don't know what it's gonna call it. The Desi debacles. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll come up with a name for that.
Just stepped on my foot. Speaking of, you gonna help me out with this one?
Yes, I'll help you out with that.
Desi, it was an emotional weekend.
Mm-hmm.
He's still here.
It's
Desmond
the
is
best of
still here.
times. It was the worst of times.
But I had a moment where I had to go find his paperwork.
Jesus.
and say, "Oh, you can't. Look, you don't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here."
Mm-hmm.
So, where do I should start?
We should start from the beginning because niggas don't even know how the hell we even got here to the dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They don't know.
I thought I told this.
No, we haven't had a conversation about the dog. I don't think we did.
I think you had a very long-winded one with yourself.
When was this?
I think you were, what's it called? Projecting.
Maybe. Did we have one on Friday?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because we went to the
Okay.
place. Yeah,
okay.
we talked.
The days are running together, y'all. I'm sorry.
But ever since it was sweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but what we learned is, so we're doing crate training. So what's good about Desi is that he's housebroken. So he goes to the bathroom. You know, we take him out 2 to 3 times a day. He goes good, you know, all that good stuff. But we're trying to get him crate trained. So at night, when it's time to go to bed, and when we're not here, he's gonna be in his crate.
Mm-hmm.
The first night, it was okay. Like for his first night here, I would say it wasn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe whine for what, 20 minutes?
Yep.
20, 30. Then he eventually went to sleep. The second night, do you want to talk about that?
The second night, this nigga just
Lost his
heamed
black
and
ass
hard forever.
black ass mind.
And Nyambi is like, are we going to do something? So, you know, the thing is, Nyambi a big softy, y'all.
Yeah,
And when it comes to anything small with big eyes, she's soft to it. Because, like, you know, it's like, Near, maybe should we just let him out? He just doesn't seem comfortable. I'm like, Nyambi, ignore him.
Yeah.
You got to ignore him because if you let him out, he going to think that's what we always got to do. It's like baby's crying.
Yeah.
Self-soothing this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Near him is, I'm with that group that said motherfuckers got to self-soothe.
Mm-hmm.
So he go for about an hour. At this point,
Yeah, like crazy.
At this point, I done tuned him out, and Nyami looking at me like, "So you just don't hear this?" I started playing my Switch and everything.
I'm talking about everything. He going back from between yodeling, barking, and whining, and digging and scratching everything.
Noises I ain't never heard a dog make before.
Yeah, I said, "Is he okay? Is he choking?"
Yes, it was just like that, like a baby crying.
Yeah,
and you know, the baby just like, and you like, it's okay, you all right? And they stop for a minute because they're trying to catch their breath, and then they get back to it. That's how his ass was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then he finally went to sleep.
Yep.
Like what time?
I don't know.
1
a.m. something like that.
1, 2 a.m. And then what happens? Who got to get up at what time? You get up 6?
Yeah, I got to get up at 6.
And I'm asleep, but lighter sleep because near I'm tossing. And then I finally turn over and look at him. And then I look you in the eyes and what you say?
I gotta pee.
I said, "We'll go to the bathroom."
I said,
And it didn't even connect. I forgot I had a dog. He was like, "Oh, he gonna wake up." I said, "Who the fuck?" I said, "I got a damn dog. I forgot." I was like, "Well, just go. Like, go. You ain't supposed to hold yourself from going to the bathroom." Everything was fine. Near him go to the bath because our bathroom is right back to our bedroom. So near him go to the bathroom. He pee and everything, and then what happens? Near him farts and shakes the whole house, and then the dog loses his damn mind. It was a loud fart. Like it felt like it shut the walls. As soon as it was like pow, and then Desi was like, "No, nigga." I thought Desi was gonna flip the crate over. He was like, "This is enough. This is enough of the disrespect." To the point where he would not quiet down. I said, "Fuck it, I'm up. I'm working on 4 hours. It's 5 to 4 hours of sleep. But guess what? We're up.
Yep.
I come to the cage, get your ass out. We going for a fucking walk." And then I come down to the stairs, and he had under the kitchen table with his Kong.
Oh.
Yeah, a Kong is a little rubber toy with food in it,
Yeah, you stuff like it.
and he don't want nobody to take it from him.
Because he possessive with all his snacks and shit.
So I finally get him outside. Then we get out. This fool don't like to walk, so he gonna go to the bathroom and then go back to the door.
Like,
I
come
said,
on.
"Oh, we're going for a walk. We about to get a mile in." And he like, "Oh, I was just trying to go 2 blocks." And just stopped and looked at me. Then we come back in, and then we go throughout the day, and you can finish up this crazy ass story.
So we go out throughout the day, you know. Right now, when we got this dog, it's starting to be a house divided. Well, initially it was a house divided.
Yeah.
Because I am very militant when it comes to discipline with dogs, because I have a certain expectation when it comes to the way dogs act and present themselves out in public. Nyambi is the other way. Now, all Naomi don't care about no discipline. All she want to do is hug and cuddle on this motherfucker.
No.
Yes, you do.
Mm-mm.
So, we having this big conversation and argument about crate training and things of that sort, because Naomi's like, well, he going to be in the crate. Like, I don't know if I want to be in the crate that night. And I'm like, well, Naomi, we got to have him in the crate because you don't know what his behaviors are at night.
Yeah.
We don't know.
He could be
You wake up
crazy.
And you want him in the room, and it's like, I wake up in the middle of the night to go work out and things of that sort. I don't want to step on him, so it's for both for our protection. I don't want to step in no shit, no piss, but I also don't want to step on his ass, or his ass fuck around and bite my big toe.
And then I'm dying and go to heaven.
Yes. So Naomi's like, well, how about we just get into bed and act like we sleep? So we get
just
into
to
bed.
to see what he gonna do.
Yeah. So we get into bed and we act like we sleep. So I'm fake snoring.
And we open the crate door so he can go in. But it's just not closed.
But also we left the bedroom door open a little bit.
Yeah.
So we fake snoring. You can see him walking back and forth, looking at us or whatever. So instead of like going into the crate, his ass like sneaks away, finds a way to open the door, the bedroom door the rest of the way, and then go in the hallway. So he goes in the hallway and all I hear is,
I said, what? Go ahead.
And I'm like, hey. So I scare him. So his ass started running downstairs. And so I'm like, Naomi, get your dog. And he's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I said, well, you supposed to go get him and tell him bad dog, or like bring him back to where he's at and let him know, like, this is not cool.
Yeah.
So I go downstairs and all I hear is, "Row, row, no,
what?
no, bad dog, bad dog." So at this point, I'm thinking like Naomi coming back upstairs, but I don't hear no footsteps, no nothing. I don't hear no dog barking. I don't hear nothing. So at this point, I'm like, well, I guess I get my ass out this bed. I thought we was going to cuddle or something.
What?
So I get down there. I'm walking around the living room, the kitchen. I'm like, Naomi, where you at? She ain't saying nothing. Then it's like, I go in the bathroom, her ass in the bathroom, sitting on the toilet in the dark, crying crocodile tears.
Shut up, Neil.
I'm talking about the realest. I'm putting everything. We raw and we real here.
Yeah.
Crocodile motherfucking tears. Them bitches was big. Naomi had broke down like somebody and told her she ain't shit. And her grandma died all in the same sentence.
Oh, my God. Because I went to that crate and was like, no. And I was going like to close it or like, because he was like trying to get a treat. Getting no treats. And when I got a treat, it's like he wanted to nip at me. And I said, oh, shit, you got the right one at the wrong time. Mm-hmm. As soon as I did it, you kind of see, as soon as he did it, we kind of made eye contact. He was like, shit. And you know how then after he did it, all of a sudden now he wanted to squander in the corner. Put his tail between his legs, head down on his back now. Mm-hmm. And I slammed. Did you hear me slam the?
Yeah, I heard him slam the gate.
I closed the gate and locked it. And I didn't want him to see me cry because I feel like he can feel fear or sadness. So I just stormed off. It pissed me off. So it made me sad. I don't know.
Why were you sad? Let's talk about
it. It wasn't the dog didn't make me cry. You know, I think it's just be a lot going on. You know, it's just been a lot, a rough. It was a rough 12 to 13 months. And, you know, getting this dog, I was trying to turn over a new leaf, be more a spontaneous Nyambi. Usually Nyambi got to research stuff for 100 years. Like, I just like, you know, this is something I want to do. It felt right. Let's just do it, right? And it felt like, you know, in doing this, it was like another failure almost, right? And I know I'm blowing this more out of proportion than need to be, but it was like, okay, so I fucked this up too. Like, I just need a win. And I thought me and this dog was going to be each other wins. Mm-hmm. So we done got him from the shelter. He get a second chance. I get a second chance. Let's get second chances together. And it's like he said, fuck your second chance.
I told you.
Take me back to the whites.
You on the first chance, dog.
Dude, and what I tell you, I said, I don't know if he's happy here.
And Naomi said, we can take him back.
You were like, what?
We can take him back.
He was like, we done bought all this stuff. I said, he can have it. He can have it.
We then did all types of Craigslist deals and shit, meeting people in Walmarts, picking up shit.
And I'm petty. They can have it.
I done broke down and I done went to go buy this nigga some toys and everything else. And she talking about we can get this motherfucker back. I said, after all these years, you done came to me talking about how much you want a dog, and I said, no, it's not the time. Yeah. And I said, you trying to replace your feelings with this dog, and it ain't gonna work.
And now I admitted it. Yes. Why not?
And I was like, all right. It don't work out the way you want, and we getting an adopted dog that's 4
'Cause
years
you know,
old.
I didn't want a breeder dog. I wanted to adopt a dog with a history because I got history.
So we got an adopted dog who's 4 years old, who's been around white people,
And there's
ain't
a
never been around
been
the
touched by
blacks.
white hands
Ain't never been around the blacks
until us.
until now.
Mm-hmm.
And you already know how near them come. I ain't got no joy since '96.
We got different cultures.
That's a year one of my dogs died.
Yeah. Oh my God. Every time you get more and more, don't it? You get more and more every time, don't it?
Yeah.
Y'all?
But one of the things I'm saying, like, we don't know this dog, the dog don't know us, and we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, This Is Us and Deja.
Oh. Niram was like,
Desi
Desi is our
is
Deja.
Deja.
Desi
He
is
is.
Deja. Who am I, Randall or Beth?
I don't know at this point.
Who are you?
I'm the kid that's like, who in charge? Me.
Hold on, you don't know if I'm Randall or Beth
I'm
yet?
trying to figure that out.
You silly.
I'm trying to figure that out.
It was just a lie, and Niram had to take him out because I was done. I told he stay in that cage, honey. You don't nip at me. I done fed you, clothe you, give you a warm place, give you pets.
I said, B. I said,
You know where you done came from.
I done been bit by dogs. I've been nipped.
I don't
and
get bit by
everything
dogs
else.
in my house.
And
I don't play
Nyambi,
that.
This is the shit about not having a dog in your life. You don't
Well,
understand. You just know all the good stuff.
I just have
the cuddles
standards.
and the licks in the face that you don't
I
like.
just have standards.
Right.
And that's another thing. I don't believe in dogs licking me in my face.
That's why he like the white people better.
Yeah, because I don't let them lick me in my face.
Because
I don't know
when
you
we
know
was
where
at
his
the,
tongue be?
cause
All between his ass.
I
He
told
ain't
you.
getting in my face.
I told
You done
you.
broke me out.
Hell, it might help you.
Pooh! We got the cure. We're going to start bottling it up. And put them in
Desi's
little
tongue.
wipes. And call it that Desi tongue. It'll get rid of any pimple on your face. It'll clear them enzymes. Just eat it up.
Oh Lord.
No, he don't got to worry about. I don't play that with nobody's dog.
No, but
Licking in face?
yeah.
That's a very cultural no.
It
Licking
is.
in face, up on tables. No, we don't play that. You gotta, I got to the point where Desi got wet wipes before he come in my house when he be outside. He got to
So-
get wiped down.
So at this point, Nyambi done broke down. He ain't got to be on no ottoman. He ain't got to be on no couch. We can put him in the crate 23 hours of the day.
He on what is it? Isolation. What they do to
Yeah.
the prisoners?
Yes, this nigga in the hole. He can be there 23 hours out the day. Everything that Nyambi was soft on, all of a sudden she done got hard on.
Yeah, because he played too damn
I
much.
told you all it takes.
But the thing is, and we wrap it up about that, Desi, is that he's too fucking smart. I almost think I wanted a slow dog now.
Mhm.
You know, because a slow dog just kind of mean well, right? But when the dog know what they're doing, it
Oh,
make
yeah.
you kind of want to cuss them out.
He knows what you're doing. This dog ain't shit. He's a fuck dog.
Yeah, he a fuck dog. I gotta raise him.
He is the definition of a fuck dog.
What? Okay, we gotta. What do you mean? For the folks.
So first of all, it's a dog that knows exactly what he's doing. He is a master manipulator, just like
He is
fuck
a
boys.
master manipulator.
He is a master manipulator, and he does what he wants to get the things that he wants. He's like a type of dog. You know how he's the type of dog that goes to the door. He knows that he gets a treat whenever he go outside to use the bathroom, so he goes to the door whenever he wants to act like he use the bathroom, so he can just get a treat. Fuck dog. So so here's the example. Any other time, I'll be like, sit, lay, do it, whatever. Don't listen.
Yeah.
As soon as I got a treat, or it seemed like I got a treat in my hand, this nigga sitting down before I can even say sit.
Yep.
Fuck dog.
Yeah.
We take him out to go use the bathroom. Well, you go ahead and go get a walk.
Yeah.
This nigga, instead of you know how like you let the dog lead and you know he go sniffing everything. This nigga goes to the bathroom and then come back to the door like, all right, let me in.
I'm all set.
Fuck dog. Another fuck dog.
Okay. Another.
This
fuck
the
dog
last
moment.
one. This nigga sleeping. So you know we got the so we crate trainer. So the crate door is always open. This nigga spend 3, 4, 5, 6 hours in the crate. Don't even see the dog. Time to go to bed. Put him in the crate. He want to hoop and holler, cry, act like he committing suicide, so he can pull at Nyambi's heartstrings. Fuck dog.
Why do he do that?
Desi is a fuck dog.
So-
Last one. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
I done bought him all these damn toys and all this. This nigga done found out that, well, if he don't eat, he'll just eat treats.
Oh my God.
To the point where it's like, oh, I'm not giving you no
more
treats
treats
today.
till you eat.
And he just doing all types of things. I'm just
Sit
talking
and
to
laying
him.
down.
Sit, lay. This nigga sitting down. He laying down. He rolling over.
Over.
He looking like, where my treat at?
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. Like, he really haven't been eating like that. But whenever we eat, he looking at us dead in the face like, oh, you gonna get some. And to the point, I just told him, you gotta ignore his ass. So today he finally broke down and went to go eat that food. Because he's like, I don't want this shit. But guess what? That's what you eat.
Jesus, it's a process.
Mm-hmm.
But all in all, we'll keep y'all updated on the process. So that was kind of our first weekend, our first 72 or so hours together.
Yep.
So 72 to 96 hours together. We still all alive, but he tried me.
I'm gonna change his Instagram to Desi the fuck dog.
He is a fuck dog though. He got fuck dog tendencies.
Yes.
The next thing is I actually have this interview coming up that I really need to get prepared for.
Yeah.
I leave like in a couple of days.
Yes, you do.
I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. I might go and be like, hate it. Might go and be like, love it. So I'm just being open to possibilities.
Yeah.
I'm scheduled to start, with the bot store in a week or so. But if the flight attendant sound better, guess what I'll do? Just leave.
Jesus.
Because the old Nyambi be like, oh, that's not. But the new Nyambi is like, well, why would I sacrifice my happiness?
Do what you got to do, baby girl.
I am going to do what I got to do. I'll keep y'all updated, though.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see that Tony Braxton movie on Lifetime?
No.
I didn't either. I'm going to see it this week. I got some errands to run tomorrow morning, but I think when I get back from it, it's going to be a wrap. And that don't even look like Tony Braxton. I think it's directed by T.D. Jakes.
Okay.
I think it's about like a shooting in a school or, it's shooting somewhere, right?
Mm.
And I'm like, she got like these kinky twists, and it looks nothing like her. I said, what the hell? Which one is the truth? I said, is this the truth?
Uh-huh.
Or is this just good prosthetics and makeup? Like, she looked not like herself. They kept saying, with Tony Braxton. I said, where's she at? She kept, like, the same black woman kept going on the screen. I said, well, what Tony at? They keep saying Tony name and showing this other black woman. Like, it did not look like her. But maybe it goes to her acting skills. So, I believe in supporting them little black movies that Lifetime put on. Sometimes they be on some real fuck shit. But this one seems interesting. So it's a little T.G. Jakes realness. So it's going to be a little Jesus and Prayer Room. I be loving the Jesus movies sometimes.
Yeah.
I like what's it called, the Prayer Room or the War Room. I made you watch that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Don't do that. And another one I watched, Miracles from Hell. I be watching that and I just be crying. I watched another show this weekend. Movie this weekend. It's called The Meddler with Susan Sarandon. It was so good. I cried 3 times.
Nyambi has been on an emotional roller coaster.
I have been an emotional wreck for the last 3 weeks. I don't know why.
You all right?
I guess.
All right.
I'm just trying to be more vulnerable.
Okay.
See, you want me to be hard.
I don't want you to be
You
hard,
want me
baby.
to be stone cold.
I don't want you to be
when
stone
I'm
cold.
soft, squishy, and pink, you don't like it.
Yeah, I do. I come over there and I hold you. I say,
Liam don't be know what to do. He be trying to. He be like, all right, come on. I'm like, you're too rough.
Come on, get off
Let
off
me
the
get
floor.
Desi. He's soft.
No, come on, get up off the floor.
Shut up.
Come
Not
on.
off the floor.
Get off the floor. Come on, let me hold you.
But I am going to see that Tony Braxton movie, and I want to just check out and see what's going on and see how it is. And then next, I went and had brunch Sunday with a friend, and it was just so good. Like, just catching up with her, and we talked for a while. Like, we just sat and just caught up on life from A to B. Some folks you don't have to talk to all the time, but right when you sit back down, you're like, okay, yeah, look, we back, all up to date. Yep. It's like right where you left off. So it's just been such, stuff going on both our lives, right? Right. It hasn't been just time for us to sit down and kind of, kiki like we did when we first, before pre-kids, her, pre all of my craziness, me, right? So, it was just good to kind of get back to that point and be there. And she has little ones, so seeing them, I stopped in and spoke with them for a couple of minutes, but just seeing how they growing up. And it's just so funny to see how time is flying. Whenever I see her babies, I feel old, though. I'm like, you really growing up? Like, I remember when you was a baby. You're not a baby no more.
So, like,
neither one of y'all is babies.
Nope.
This is crazy.
I'm a full grown man that got piss instead of pee.
You are ignorant. You said it's piss?
It's piss. It's strong.
But
it's always yellow because he don't drink nothing but juice.
You stupid. No, he don't be drinking no juice. He hydrated. Don't be doing that to that baby. And then, but where we really had a good time, because in white New England, it's hard to find black-owned restaurants. We found a black-owned restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Craig's. It's actually in Vernon, Connecticut.
Okay.
So for folks, anyone out there, so it's Vernon, Connecticut, and it's called Craig's, CRAIG''S, and it's actually a brother from Detroit.
Okay.
We said that's what really made brunch long. So me and my girl, we talking right. So we done stretched. Probably could have been a 40-minute
Yeah.
meal to about 2 hours, and so we talking, we catching up, laughing, and everything else. And then what happened was like she ordered like a salad with salmon, but it came with chicken. And at first she was like, "I think this chicken, not salmon."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah. I said, that salmon, this cooked mighty hard. But I said, but you know how soul food joints be, right? Sometimes soul food joints, you be like, this salmon is cooked hard, but it be good as hell. You know what I'm saying? You be like, you know how it be. But yeah, she asked the waitress, and the waitress was like, and she had to cook, and the cook was like, came out and was like, oh, I'm sorry, my apologies. I got the orders confused. Let me get you some salmon ASAP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me get you some salmon ASAP. And what he did, he actually came out and he's like, sorry for your inconvenience. I'll take care of both you ladies' meals. And we was like, oh, you had to do it, but thank you, brother. And then I started seeing all this lion paraphernalia. I was like, oh, like, are you a fan of the lion? Like, that's not something you see.
Not out in the way. That's
New England.
Especially when the Super Bowl's 2 weeks away or a week away. The Patriots playing.
I don't like the Patriots. I really don't have a reason why. It's just something about. I think I've said this a lot. It reminds me of slavery. Why do the Patriots remind me of slavery?
Pick a reason.
I don't know.
So
that's why it shocked me, because you don't really see. You'll see what the Patriots, the Giants.
That's about it. Or the Cowboys out here.
Yeah, or like college teams, which is really weird. And the college teams are bad. I don't think so. So that's what he said. Oh, I'm from Detroit. I was like, oh, look, what part? And I think he's like 7 miles somewhere. I said, oh, Detroit. And the test is, what high school you go to? That's how you really.
Right.
And look, that's how I know you're really from Detroit, because he went to a couple of them. I think he was at Redford and Henry Ford. I was like, oh, okay. Detroit. And like same year as me and everything.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, we might have ran the same. We might know of somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, right? So it was what's up. And we had like good long conversation, and it was just good to support like Black business. Like his energy was good, his food was good, and it was just like, and I think we'll talk a little about that, because we're going to talk about the Jay-Z interview, right? Just that idea of, generational wealth and community wealth and just looking out for each other. You know what I'm saying? And having good conversation. So I just wanted to shout him out. So I know we got folks who listen to White Ass New England. For the folks that are in Connecticut, if you're looking for a nice soul food joint, it's Craig's and Vernon. And it was bomb. I got the fried pork chops and waffles.
What? Pause.
Come on. Fried pork chop.
T.O. Coach.
Fuck a chicken.
Pork chop and waffles, my
fried
nigga?
Pork chop and waffles.
Shit, I might have to give up vegan.
Fried pork chops and waffles with a side of macaroni and cheese, and it's real good macaroni. It's baked.
Oh.
Why that's even at soul food joints out here, they macaroni be like stovetop. And I get like I'm a foodie, so I appreciate a bechamel sauce, right? Right? I appreciate that. But if I want soul food baked macaroni, I want that in the oven. I want a little egg based. I want it to, and it was that. It with a little crispy on the top. Delicious. Ooh. Seasoned well.
Jesus.
What? It was the bomb. Only thing I told him he need to add to that menu was some conies.
Oh, yeah.
And said he had Faygo, but he ran out.
What?
Yes.
Shit, I'm about to hit this nigga up.
Oh.
He got Vernors?
I ain't asked about Vernors. I'm not telling him to get Vernors and do the Boston cooler. See, why in Detroit we had a Boston cooler?
And ain't nobody from Boston.
And that's what the Vernors and the vanilla. So I just appreciated his energy and just talking about support and just being young ownership. And that's what me and my girlfriend were talking about too. Like how do we the status quo is no more. I think that's why I said that's the lesson I learned from you. Like it's no longer enough, right? To just go to work 9 to 5 and expect a check, and then to do that for 30 years and then get a check again and wait 30 years to live your life. Right. It's so many levels of that's unsecure. And not only that, because, I guess if you work for the state or something, you can still do that, or some corporations, right?
Not even for the government. You see how the shit shut down?
Come on. But in reality, is that something you want to do? For 30 years.
Work for the same job.
9 to 5. With the same people you hate. And do you really taking time to think about that?
Right.
In the world of all opportunities. And I think that would kind of that's the real talk we was hearing for. I mean, what do you want as your legacy? And it was just a lot of that we were reflecting on, and we were having that conversation. So, and he was even like, if you're doing your podcast, let's shout me out, let's work together. He was like, have you thought about live shows? I was like, yeah, we're gonna eventually do one. He's like, why don't you do one here? Like, just that quick, right? So I don't know, I appreciated it. Niram, you need to go up there,
Okay,
and just to go hang out and just say what's up.
kick it with the brother.
Yeah, and he got vegan options too.
Okay,
He got like a portobello. I mean, ain't a lot of vegan now. You got about two options.
That's cool.
That's enough though. Or you can go there on the weekend.
That's my vegan curious stuff.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
But yeah, so shout out to again Chris and Vernon. Nice talking with your brother.
All right, it's my turn.
Yeah, who else? Desi turn? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Desi still fucking up that bone?
I don't know what that nigga doing. He on the ottoman. He on the ottoman. He is on the ottoman.
I know. I was looking for his bone. Go ahead.
That nigga eating that shit up. So this weekend, other than Nyambi going out gallivanting, having brunches and shit, I'm over here chilling with Desi ass, getting to know this motherfucking fuck
They
dog.
looking at you, looking at me, looking at
yeah, because there's certain things that Desi don't do when you ain't here.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
He rarely sit next to me.
Shut up, Neil.
But it's also other stuff. So when you ain't here, he know to get his ass off that couch, and he be right on that ottoman. So he know the difference.
Yeah.
Other than that, we had a birthday dinner, for my homeboy, and that went well. We had some good conversations. My homegirl Fancy was there, and we just had a great time, just kicking it and talking real shit. What's also funny is that I was telling him about my job and one of my jobs, and he's like, so tell me about this guy. He's like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I work for a 23-year-old millionaire. He's like, what?
Preach.
I said, yeah, he's a 23-year-old little white boy.
Little white boy. Come on.
And he's like, what? Like, tell me how. So,
That's all he goes to tell me more. Tell me more.
And then, we having this conversation.
Tell me more. Tell me
we having conversations about this. Like, I would like to have more conversations about building wealth.
I love him. But it's true, though.
Yeah.
It is. Like, Nero, I know you said it's the year of bliss. I think it is. I think it's the year of financial bliss. Like, really putting each other on.
Yeah.
To be like, have you thought about this, right? And not even necessarily going to business together, but just saying, have you thought about this as an option? Having a crew to brainstorm some financial moves together and thinking outside the box. That's what it is. We just can't do the same shit we've been doing. We just can't.
Speaking about putting people on, our listener Chantel?
Yeah.
She got a book out.
What?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's called Letters to My Daughter.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to have to, is it on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Okay, we're going to have to buy it, then we have to screenshot it or something.
Hell
so
yeah.
folks can help.
Niggas out here being authors and shit.
Authors.
That's what I'm
Come
talking about.
on. Support, right?
Right.
Oh, I love it.
That's what I'm talking
And I
about.
know it's going to be good.
Shout out to you, sis.
Yeah.
But, just having, great time, great talk. So, we wrapping it up. We closing the place out because, I think our reservation is like 9:30. So,
And it was restaurant week.
It was also restaurant
so
week.
So we throwing down.
So we throwing down. Niggas getting $30 steaks and shit. That's typically $70. All types of shit. I done broke vegan. These niggas calling me Instagram vegan and shit.
You know, they called Neil. They said Neil Instagram vegan.
I said, shit, it's restaurant week. And when in Rome, do it Rome, niggas.
Neil about to, he ain't want no portobello mushroom. Everybody else eating New York strip bone in.
And look, my portobello mushroom like $80.
It's more, yeah.
Fuck that. I'm having restaurant week steak.
But the service was good.
The service was good, and it was just a great time. What else is going on? I was talking to my homegirl, Latoya, and I think we're gonna do another podcast together.
What?
Yeah, so we're gonna do a podcast on the health and fitness podcast. And she's just good people. What I love about her, she's so New York.
Yes.
Like
the best parts of New York, though, not the bad parts.
Yes, and it's so amazing. When we get together. Everybody just laughing and rolling.
Yeah.
But I love her energy. And, I reached out to her and said, hey, man, every time we do a podcast episode for the other podcast, we have a great time. Like, what do you think about doing something like this? Just to talk about like a fitness journeys and things of that sort. So, just, like I said, it's the year of putting people on and just making things work.
Right?
Yeah.
Making spaces for ourselves.
Yeah.
and not waiting for validation. I don't know if it's Jay-Z at the Grammys got me lit or what, but it's just really like it gets to the point where I was like, well, fuck it then.
Right.
You know where I heard that fucking you know what else? Look, we just putting other folks on. Look, this is our 100th episode. Damon Fubu Man, Damon John, he has a podcast called Rise and Grind. I think it's based off his book. At first I'm gonna listen to it. I was like, Damon John, come on. Everything don't gotta be, I don't know. Sometimes it just feels so kitschy. But I was like, no, get the spirit of Donald Trump out you, Nyambi. And I was like, let me support this brother. Let me download the podcast and listen to him. And I listened to the first podcast. It was Gary V. Am I saying that right?
Gary V.
Gary V. And I go back and forth with him too. But it was just basically the overview of the podcast is figuring out what have entrepreneurs or people who are successful done to, you know, get to where they're at, right? So what are the habits and skills that they've done? And the idea is like, you know, it's not a magic thing. The magic is consistency.
Right.
So consistency every hour, every day, every week, every month, you know, every year, every decade. That's what then gets you to success. And that's what people don't realize. And so just having like all these conversations, it really became full circle. Does that make sense? Like it just came full circle to like, all right, let me go ahead and get a little focused and have these different conversations and bring communities of folks that's going together. You know, because the Lord whispers before he yells, right? Yeah. So if we keep having folks keep coming around you, asking either for resources or do something or putting ideas, I think it's time to move on it. Exactly. I need to check on where the moon at right now, because it might be time to move on. Move on something, right?
That's interesting. We're expecting a super moon.
What? Come on, Nyambi knows. Do I need to be a priestess?
Oh my God!
It's just intuitive. Like you know, you feel it.
I'm about to be a shaman up in here.
I'm about to get readings. See, they don't want readings from me. Before I even start looking at the crystals and the stars, I'm gonna ask you some real talk ass questions. What?
Oh my God!
You don't get crystals. We don't need this for you. Let me just let you know what's going on. So I don't know. I feel like, you know, stuff just keep presenting to you. Yeah. And as Niram said, you know, I feel like the universe presents and manifests things to you. So I think it's time to look like non-traditional forms of wealth building.
Absolutely. It's your time. This your 2018 was all about that.
I told you my parents sent that text when I came. It was 2018, and my parents were like, "Happy 2018, it's your year." And then my father was like, "Yeah, 2028 your year." And then my mom was like, "Fool, it's 2000." Like they had this whole back and forth on my text. You mean 2018? And then my dad was like, "Autocorrect." Like,
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Yeah. We got some pillow talk.
Of course. So you know we always got to start with did Red Baron send us a summary?
No, he ain't send us something.
Oh, no pressure, Red Baron. I'm making like he on the payroll, didn't I?
Red Baron. This is the priest and priestess of Wakanda, representing black love.
I done got spoiled.
This is Niram talking to you.
We didn't get our summary.
Where's our scandal summary?
More importantly, how to get away with murder, because I never know what the fuck is going on. So, okay, I might botch this. Damn, you remember what's going on in Scandal?
Baby, we can just skip this and go straight to Jay-Z.
No, listen.
We can go straight to Jay-Z.
I'm still a fan of Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder.
I understand.
We watched it, right? Why can't I remember one thing?
Because it's unmemorable.
No, it was good. It got much better this week.
It was good, but it wasn't memorable.
No, because this is when Quinn and Papa Pope made their truce. But I guess the biggest thing that stood out to me with Lynn and Papa Pope is that Papa was like, "All right, you just got to stay here for a little bit. You know, you can't leave." And Quinn was like, "I know." But then Quinn was like, Papa Pope was ticky ticky boom boom. When she looked at all the clothes he got, this food done got 0 to 24 months. What? So you saying I ain't leaving for about 2 years?
2 years?
What, sir?
I knew something was up there. This nigga had 20 different outfits
of the same color.
This nigga did the Niram style of shopping
for babies.
For babies. So for those who don't know what Niram style of shopping is, whatever fits, I buy it in every color.
Oh my God, I hate it.
And I'd be like, "Is that the same shirt?" No, I just got it in blue, red, green, purple, black.
All of them. I hate it. So I think that's going to be interesting. And then also I see on the next episode they about to do this like A&E intervention for Olivia Pope. I don't know how the fuck they think that's going to work because she still got the president wrapped around her finger.
Exactly.
I don't know who this is the last season. Who dying? Who you killing, Shonda?
Shit, it might be Olivia.
I don't know if I like that.
What?
Because that's a lot, Shonda. You know, Shonda already got Olivia with these white men, and now you going to kill her?
It might be Olivia.
Oh, I can't handle that.
No?
I'm thinking Papa Pope and Mama Pope.
Mama Pope got to come back.
I love. What's her name? Candy Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Livy, you stupid bitch. I'm like, Jesus, Mama. That's how mamas be.
Is the crossover show coming this season?
It's the last season, Nero.
So when the crossover episode coming?
I'm assuming the next 4 to 5 months.
Oh.
Or whatever. What month are we in? Yeah, because this gonna be done by May.
Oh, okay.
And they about to take a break for some reason. Something about to happen.
Super Bowl. I don't know.
No, ain't
Black
the Winter
History.
Olympics or something?
I don't know.
And anywho, How to Get Away with Murder. I don't know if I have any critique. Anything there, Nero? What happened?
Moving on to Jay-Z and Van
Nero,
Jones.
I'm for real. Do you know anything that happened in How to Get Away with Murder?
I just remember Laurel and his baby crying, and don't. Like I said, it was unmemorable. I'm sorry.
I think we just had a lot going on. It's just Desi. We probably was trying to watch the show, but too busy watching her. Him. My bad.
Oh yeah. By the way, Desi is a boy, y'all.
Yeah, Desi is a boy. Desmond.
I just found that out
Be quiet. Oh, why you find out?
because I was looking at the paperwork. I first of all, I heard the person at the adoption was like, Desi is a boy. It's like, well, it's like what? But it really didn't hit me. But it hit me when Desi started dry humping, and I was like, that pink thing, that nigga a boy.
He dry humped the air. Anybody who have a dog, please just send any blessings.
Man, send us healing vibes because this nigga.
Have you ever seen a dog just hump air?
No. That's the thing. Like I can tell he like, oh shit, my dick getting hard, and it's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's I don't want this podcast to be talking about this dog. So this is the last.
It's only
I know
the like 4th day.
I understand. But what's crazy is like it was almost like like he couldn't control it.
I don't think he can.
Because it's like his front half of his body is just like just sitting
Trying to
there,
be calm.
just trying to be calm, and like the other half is just thrusting.
Oh my God.
He's like, what the fuck is going on?
I thought he was having a seizure. I said, they done gave me a lemon dog. I said, they gave me a lemon. That's why he was on sale. They ain't even give me his medication.
No.
Okay, Niram. Okay, you say you want to talk about Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jigga. What's going
Let's
on
go
with
with Jay-Z and Van Jones. First of all, I didn't know Van Jones was on
CNN? Yeah.
No, not CNN.
Oh. I mean, I didn't know he
Rock
had a show.
Nation.
Oh. Wait, he got a contract? What?
I think he on
He
Rock
with
Nation.
the crew. So what? I mean, how do you be with Rock Nation? Like they stay his PR firm or something, or his like managing firm?
Yeah, he's right managing.
Yeah, he is though. I just
Shit.
Googled it.
This nigga is on Rock Nation.
And Rock Nation produces his CNN show.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I
So
ain't
for
never heard
those
of
of
that.
y'all that know, Van Jones got a TV show out. His first episode was on
Saturday.
Saturday? Yeah, it was on
Yesterday.
Saturday.
At 7 p.m. Looks like they come on.
Yeah, so it was on
It's a weird
Saturdays.
time.
It is a weird time to have it on.
Yeah.
But Jay-Z or Rock Nation produces it. In the first episode, he had Jay-Z, and it was just like another Jay-Z interview. Talking about 444 and coming at Donald Trump. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen like the
Clips.
tweets and Donald Trump coming back at Jay-Z and things of that sort. For
Oh,
some
he
things.
did?
Yeah. Donald Trump came back. At
I
him.
don't even think Jay-Z said anything too reckless.
No, but
Yeah.
some noteworthy words
What's the note?
that I had to take note on.
Yeah.
The African American Freedom Agenda.
What's that? Is that something else Nirma Nyambi didn't get nominated to or invited to? Or do we have to pay tithe to this? How much does it cost?
So do any of the listeners, are y'all a part of the African American Freedom Agenda?
Who said that? Van Jones?
Yes, because I didn't know this thing.
What the fuck is that?
This such thing exists,
No.
and I think I want to be a part of it.
The African American Freedom Agenda.
I would like to be a part of the African American Freedom
The
Agenda.
thing is, he didn't even explain it.
No,
He
was
just
like,
left it there.
like Jay-Z, you seem to be a leader of the African American Freedom Agenda. And I looked at Nyambi, I said, what the fuck is that?
I said, was that something they writing in Congress? That's the Illuminati.
No, new Illuminati, but we gonna get there.
Yeah.
Another buzzword. This is a word I already knew, but it's like intergenerational wealth.
Well, intergenerational.
I knew what generational wealth was.
But
intergenerational
wealth.
Well,
So that's like make sure your kids like marry with the right. So black marry black type thing.
intergenerational wealth. I think I want to be a part of that too. Where do I sign up?
Can I be adopted?
If anybody, if you got to have a reference or something, will one of y'all niggas be my references?
Yeah, it's like a like them secret organizations.
Yes.
Someone got to bring you in.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So
you said,
is it like the Masons? You gotta, to be one, you gotta ask one.
Yeah.
But I don't know any.
Unless y'all one of them.
Are y'all niggas one?
Y'all let us know what the African American Freedom Agenda is.
Or the
Who's leading it? The
I don't know.
NAACP, the Black Caucus?
I don't know. No.
K's?
Rock Nation. Rock Nation is leading it.
Meanwhile on the ranch, why is Jay-Z and Beyonce living their best fucking life this Grammy weekend? Every fucking picture I see. Every freaking picture. Go ahead now. Finish.
So the last question Van Jones asked Jay-Z, and people always ask. It's like, Jay-Z, I didn't think I was going to ask this question. I wasn't planning on it. But are you part of Illuminati? And Jay-Z said, no, I'm not part of Illuminati. I'm part of the new Illuminati. Jesus. What?
As soon as he said that, I was like, no, Jay. But
and
I knew it. But I knew it.
And then me, I'm breaking it down. What type of new, Jay-Z? Are you talking NEW or NU? Like New Africa?
Oh, my God.
Like New Africa Illuminati?
There you go.
Or NEW?
Okay.
I'm assuming that it's NU.
Okay.
Because, we post-racial blacks here.
Oh.
we post-slavery blacks here.
I'm not playing.
And post-slavery blacks like to use words like New African. So we part of the, new. Is that short for Nubian?
Stop.
Nubian Illuminati?
Near them.
How do I get to be a part of that?
Near them. You bringing it? Oh.
Because I'm a Mason, and we ain't doing shit about no damn Illuminati.
No.
I ain't got lit about shit.
What I would like to go back to is the actual interview. Mm-hmm. Like, what was your thoughts on just kind of some of the questions he asked? I was really impressed with how not forgiving's not the word, but did he just seem, Jay-Z seems very just easygoing in life. Like, he was like, I'm not sad or fearful of anything for my kids. I don't want to put that in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful for them. Like, what was that energy? Is that just energy that happens when you become a billionaire, or is that, what is that? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, it was just a different, like,
That's that same energy you get when you produce 100 episodes of Black Love Matters.
I'm gonna leave it alone then.
No, but I
do you know what I'm talking about? Like, it was good, but it was just like, oh, it's something. This the energy a little different, right?
Yeah, and I think Jay-Z has always had like a different vibe, but this has been like a very,
because some of that I was like, no, that's bullshit. Mm-hmm. Like, no, it's bullshit. Mm-hmm. I'm hopeful for the president. I'm not. But maybe that's not Yampi projecting. Mm-hmm. Look, you have no hope. I believe he's going to do. Yes, I do. I believe he's going to do what's going to be the best for him.
In the words, Brianna, you done woke up on the Joe Budden side of the bed.
Yes, I do. Sometimes.
But his energy was like,
It was good, right? Yeah. I'm not complaining, but it was just different. Just something a little different, right? Mm-hmm. But he said folks already done came back at him. 45?
Trump then sent the tweet talking about, tell Jay-Z that I've done more for the blacks than...
The blacks? Why do we keep... Can we start calling...
Than Obama.
We're getting away from CCs, and we're going to call it the whites.
The blacks' unemployment has been the lowest it has ever been.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You know how Van Jones... And I know he's just trying to be, neutral, because he's just supposed to be reporting. But I was saying, like, how stuff done went down. I was, like, employment rates, and I understand all that stuff. But you still don't think none of that's residual from Obama?
Yeah,
like,
it's momentum from Obama.
Still residual happening, right? So when Obama stopped being president, shit just don't stop.
No.
They're still causing effects, right? And there's still longitudinal effects that we still haven't seen from Obama being president. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why is that so hard to understand? And then you're a businessman. Yeah, that's the only place I had a little bit of hope for you in our country, a little piece of hope. But now, child, he just riding on mediocrity and white privilege. Mm-hmm. So it just surprised me a little that Van was a little, I don't know. And I think that's the most loose I done seen Van Jones.
Yeah.
He be.
Either way, I look forward to the show. I'm definitely gonna support
Did
it.
you cut me off?
Yes, I did.
Sorry.
I'm definitely gonna support the show. I'm looking forward to seeing Van win and get his own show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you see Jay-Z in his Rock Nation brunch? More importantly, Jay-Z and Beyonce was fly, but did y'all see Diddy and Cassie? what's I am getting more and more fascinated with Diddy and Cassie, aren't you?
I've been fascinated with Diddy and Cassie. Not more and more. I'm at the max.
When they walked in, I feel like everybody stopped.
Yes.
And looked.
That's Diddy. That's Cassie.
And it's like she did a slow walk in.
Yes.
She had like this long, big, wide brim hat that was like tilted. Like it was just a lot for a brunch. It was just, I think they had pictures of everybody. It was just niggerific and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got?
Well, you know what? I want to start getting to all the stuff we're talking about for Pike, but quick things. Walmart cutting up again.
Mm-hmm.
They locking up all the natural black products, and I think somebody about to sue them for it.
No, she's already. When I was looking on Facebook, they had already put out what's the name?
A lawsuit?
Yep.
Wow.
That was quick.
When you got the money, things can move quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get the right lawyer, they already moving on it.
Yeah, some more lawyers will work pro bono.
Come on.
I know this is going to be a big fish.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me go ahead and work with this one for free.
What do you think about that, Nero?
I go back and forth.
Yeah.
I haven't decided what way I'm going to go for it, just based off of it. But, I agree. Like, this is some racial shit. Shit should be locked up. But, as a person who didn't have all these damn jobs and have worked for, like, loss prevention, you lock up the shit that's been most stolen, or you found to be the most valuable and the most stolen. Yeah. So it seems like the nigga shit is being...
in the nigga neighborhood is most likely to get stolen.
Yes.
They don't got to lock up the Pantene.
No. You ain't got to lock up the Pantene Pro V because niggas ain't buying that.
Absolutely.
But the Shea Butter, the Shea Moisture.
Lock it up.
And what's the other black brands? Miss Jessie's. Miss Jessie's expensive as fuck. That shit like $80 for a little, for like 8 ounces.
Exactly.
You gotta lock that shit up.
And the thing is, I get that point too, but maybe it's just the way to do it because they had this shit like behind bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
Like so maybe you need to do some repositioning of products just to make it presentable. Because how do you get the product? Like I think all that plays into it.
Yeah.
And I would ask in any other neighborhoods, is shit locked up? And if it is, fine, but is it locked up to the same standards too? Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of questions I need answered.
Well, and that's the thing, like, because I think about our, white ass New England, hell, all the Similac and shit, that shit locked up behind bulletproof glass up here.
At the Boston, they sure did used to sell that Similac. And the thing is, I used to think folks were selling the Similac because their babies got to eat. They selling the Similac to sell it to the bodega. Yeah. Or take it to home. Yeah. And flipping that profit and selling it for twice as much.
So I really haven't.
I just seen it.
Yeah, bear with me, y'all, because I gotta get fully into this because I go back and forth. Yes, this shit ain't right. It ain't right.
Sometimes it's not what they're doing; it's how they're doing it.
The shit ain't right. But if niggas is stealing your shit,
yeah,
how do you stop niggas from stealing
your shit? Yeah. I think it's other ways you can do it, right? But it's other ways you can do it. And I just want to see equal treatment across the board. Mm-hmm. So in other stores with other demographics, their highest stolen product is that put behind bars too. Is that put behind bulletproof glass too? Mm-hmm. And also, what's the stealing margin here too? So how much are we losing? Right? Yeah. Is this a high volume steal product? Right. What is the real goal here? Right. Mm-hmm. So that's what I go back and forth with.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Do you want to get to our 100 episode reflection a little?
Yeah. So I took some time to think about these past 100 episodes, these past 8 months or 10 months. I don't know how long it's been. What? How many months it's been? We did just June. Mm-hmm. So 7 months. And this is what I got. So this has been an amazing journey so far. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I like to say is that, in the intro of the podcast, we say that this is a therapy session for us to figure out adulthood, loving each other, and find our inner Barack and Michelle, or Jay-Z and Beyonce. And that's real. Yes. Like for us, this is really a therapy session. We are at the kitchen table, and we keeping it raw. And like when we started this podcast, we was going through some of the hardest shit that we've ever been through in our lives, and most of it has contributed to, both of us losing our jobs on the same day, and there was some angst that that was going through, and, that was leading up to that day. And there's a lot of stuff that has happened, after that day as well, from, us going into our retirement to stay afloat, Box Store Chronicles, now I'm be getting this job offer, leaving the box store, and then losing, the job offer, me picking up, additional jobs. And it's just been a very tiring time for us. And this podcast was really a way for us to, it was really a way for a needed distraction for us. And it allowed us to be vulnerable. It allowed us to be raw, without the judgment of anybody. It allowed us to laugh and
laugh again.
Redirect our energy. When we feeling shitty, or even to the point like some shit going on, and we like what, we got to fix our face and we got to get our emotions together. So because we got to do this podcast. So while most of y'all say that we really helping y'all out to get y'all through the day, y'all are helping our ass out as well. Absolutely. Because there's someone on the other end listening to us, and you may not contact us, but it's just something that we can get off our chest as we go through this process that we're going through. And, and I guess that's the beauty of it, is that we're taking something that's very miserable, that's, causing misery and causing pain, and turning it to some joy and, having some humor around it. And I think that's one of the things that, they say about most comedians, or most comedy comes from like tragic places or tragic things. So, with all that said, like all of this is like matters in Black love. Like,
yes.
And this is the shit that we talk about. And it really is. It is what's love is what we talk about, is what's on our heart and souls, is it's really what we are going through. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all. Like, thank you for every listener, every voicemail, every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star review, to every email, because all of that stuff like brings little rays of sunshine in a time that is not necessarily the best for us. And we make jokes, we laugh, but we're going through some real life shit going through here. And I think even when we was thinking about starting this podcast, like I really twisted Nyambi's arm to do it, because I know for her, she's very a vocal person. She thinks vocally, and I'm very an inward thinking type of person. And I know that, with her going through the stuff, she really didn't have an outlet. And so me starting this podcast, or twisting her arm to do it, was even, trying to get her to focus on other things in life than what was going on. So, thank you for doing this podcast with me, babe. I really appreciate you. I hope you have gained, at least an outlet or some type of catharsis from it. I know when we initially started the podcast, you was like, I don't know how long we're going to do this. I don't know if nobody's going to listen to me. And, things of that sort. So, that those are what I got to say. You got anything to add?
I mean, and I told you, Niram, I wanted you to kind of take the lead on it, because, as Niram said, I've been a bucket of tears lately, and I don't want to definitely do that. But I just want to echo all the things that you have said, that we so appreciate y'all. And this has been such a two-way street, and help with that process and that momentum. Because I feel like when we, had last year, it felt like my oxygen was taken away, right? It felt like I couldn't breathe. It felt like I was choking. And through that choking, I felt like a death occurred. Like I really felt like it was a piece of me died, right? And then through this podcast, I feel like there's been like a rebirth, right? It's a rebirth, and I'm now finding new oxygen. I'm finding new air. I'm finding new purpose. So I'm just so grateful through the process, and going through this and connecting with y'all has really led me to think that. And not only that, like it's put a mirror up to me. So I feel like this podcast has been like a mirroring process. So when folks send questions or do different things or say different things, I really have to be aware to say, is this my stuff? Or is this your stuff? Or seeing yourself in so many of the other folks in the community. Exactly. And, I think all those things played into it. Because I want to say, especially for my 30th birthday this year, it was this moment I had where it was like, all right, my mouth is running faster than my actions are.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like, my mouth is talking a good game, but where's my actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
To back that. And really getting into the space, and I would say the podcasts have helped me be accountable for it. And all the folks that we've met and connected with virtually and in person have been, you know, amazing. You know, from I think to the Corys, to the Red Baron, to Sir Jeffrey, to like the Janae, like everybody, right? Like all those things, I think is intentional and it's in divine order. And I'm just so thankful for each and every one of y'all. And I know everyone's like, well, can't leave us hanging. We're gonna y'all already know. Naomi ain't letting shit side.
No.
Naomi got lawyers on this, right?
Right.
So as soon as I'm able to tell y'all,
would know.
and if it ain't gonna be no Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's just gonna drop one Tuesday. And if y'all see that drop one Tuesday,
It's gonna be the depth of the night.
get your popcorn, get your favorite brown juice, because Naomi gonna have her, and I'm gonna look. There once upon a time. So no worry, we are going to share the story as soon as we can with y'all. Y'all are family, y'all are people. As soon as we're able to, you know, we will kind of give y'all the full story, and I think y'all completely understand. But I even think with that situation, I think everything's going to happen in divine order, and everything's going to happen for a reason and a purpose. So, and that's to say to folks out there, because I know we weren't the only one who had a year from, you know what, I'm sure other folks have too. So we glad y'all made it too.
Exactly.
Because we know some folks ain't want to make it, right? We know some other folks had their air and oxygen taken away from them, and we happy that you made it through and you're reborn, and we glad you're here, right? So that's saying that to y'all too. So, you know, stay strong, and it's hard being Black sometimes.
It is.
It's just hard.
It is.
It's just traumatic, and sometimes we just don't be like, shit, this shit is hard. Ain't no guidebook on this. So again, just thank y'all so much. Naren, you said have some of our favorite sayings.
You know, some of our favorite sayings that people have came out.
We're gonna have to get some merchandise with this stuff.
So, you know, I got
CCs maybe.
CCs. We got nifty niggas. We got
who is you? I didn't
realize.
I thought everyone says that. Is that just my family thing?
I don't know. Who is you?
Who is you?
It's civil rights Black.
Civil rights Black. How else do you describe Black people with ancestry from slaves?
Civil rights Black.
But we don't have a name, right?
Nope.
Because other folks from like the
islands, you know, I'm Guyane, I'm, you know, Haitian or whatever.
Yeah, it's very.
And they say, well, who you? Where you from? Where your people from? I'm from Detroit. No. What? They Jamaican? No. Civil rights.
Black.
Oh. And they think about it.
I say civil rights.
I say civil rights Black. And they be like, civil
like
rights.
Yeah. That crew.
Yes. Detroit Red. Yeah.
Malcolm
okay.
and them.
Malcolm. Got you. You know, Touched by White Hands.
What Touched by White Hands is a movement.
Yes. There's a lot of y'all motherfuckers has been touched by white hands.
Yeah. It is nothing else you can do about it. Because how you done lived your experience being Black or brown, you know, and then you done got a little touched by white hands, and you see both worlds. You be like, what the hell is going on? It's two different worlds. This where they keep the fucking fresh air? Ain't nobody told us fresh air up here.
So, you know, I just want to say thank you, you know, for everyone who listens, for everyone who sends an email, voicemail, because, you know, you guys are saving grace. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I don't know how long I can keep Nyambi interested in this. So y'all helped me do this, because when we first started, Nyambi was like, well, if this shit don't work out, 100 episodes, that'd be a nice little round number. We can let this shit go. Do you still feel that way?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't feel that way. I enjoy it.
So, yeah, man.
I like it. Well, favorite moment. So, do you have a favorite moment? I have one favorite moment.
What's your favorite moment?
When we were talking about Superwoman, and you were talking about Black woman, and y'all put me on and told me who the Black Superwoman was, and you asked me what would be a Black woman superpower, and I said resilience.
Oh, my God.
I don't know where it comes from. I don't know. It just feels good.
Nyambi says the darndest things.
What? You said what?
I think my favorite moment, and this is a recent one, when you was talking about the read, and they had that big click story.
Oh my God!
And the dude,
the babies don't know the difference between the dick and a clitoris.
And you was like, when the salt hit the top.
Oh my God! Because it's a different acidity and alkaline property to both of those parts, and they ain't the same.
Yeah, it is.
And I bet at that moment he realized what was the difference, and the difference is the salt.
When the salt hit the tongue.
When the salt hit the tongue.
Jesus.
Also, I would say I enjoy all our love stories.
Yeah.
I love all the folks who emailed the love stories, and like it's so beautiful. And I'm keep manifesting and claiming it this year. We're gonna get a book out this year.
Yeah, we are.
We are going to get it before the end of 2018. We're going to get like a table top book, and I'm very excited about it.
Also thinking about that when we had Rod and Karen though, that was probably one of my favorites too. Remember I was trying to get everything in their business.
Karen. Oh, and I was like, Nero, we like 3 hours into the game, and you about to ask these folks who they done slept with. Although I was curious too, but I had Kuth. But Niram had the Wendy Williams.
Sure did.
You Wendy Williams did. So here the line, Niram over the line. He over there with Wendy Williams over the line.
You know what I mean? So y'all been together, y'all first love. So are you telling me that y'all the only people y'all done had sex with?
Knowing that Niram tiptoe around any other question like that. Niram, can I get back with you? No, I'm the Niram. Can I get back with you in 4 months? 4 months? What type of shit is this?
And the niggas are like,
And I had to jump in. Wait a minute.
we're going to say no comment on
We're
it.
all we baby in the podcast, and they've been doing it since '96. And we just started an hour ago, and here come Nero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
so like even shout out to them because like they didn't have to
even
be
coming
on,
Yeah,
come on another podcast. They didn't know us from Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Surely
and
didn't.
I'm pretty sure that some of their listeners have came over and listened to us.
Oh, I thought
or
you
at
were
least
saying
checked us out.
like, what the fuck is this?
No.
I'm sure they said that too.
But I'm pretty sure some came
Yes,
over there,
thank
and
you.
it's definitely a signal boost. So I really appreciate them for saying yes and having us on the podcast
And having good conversations.
Yeah.
They could have came on and just bullshitted.
Mm-hmm.
They could have came on and Migo'd us.
Yeah,
Look, Versace.
exactly.
Love.
With
Been
Cara D and her boo
Yes,
came
they
on.
were fun too.
And, she recently just got engaged.
Send them the Black Love Matter sweet potato pie. Get one out the freezer.
Ah, shit.
Get one out the freezer. They got engaged.
Yes, they got
That nigga
engaged.
graduate though.
I don't know.
Miss Kara was not about this distant
I don't
living.
know. I don't know if he graduated.
Let me stand by. Look, this is me, the Black Lives Matter.
I don't know if a school is going on. I don't know if his country got power yet.
Oh, we're not doing this now right now.
I don't know if they got power yet
What?
over there. But they didn't get engaged.
Look at God.
Yeah.
Good. Black Love Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. All right, Niram. Do we get some emails about her? Any
Yeah.
voicemails or anything?
Well, we got some. You got one email and then we got a couple voicemails.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead. Oh, you want me to read it? Or you gonna read it?
You go ahead and read it.
So the email's from Janae, and the subject says 100. Happy 100th episode to Black Love Matters. It says, I've been listening to you both since episode 3. I had to go back to listen to episode 1. I love every single episode that you both recorded. I don't have any one of my favorite episodes, but Nyambi, I really enjoyed your parents being on the podcast. Their love is so beautiful, just like yours. You both are so raw and fearless. You provide me with so much knowledge, laughs, and of course some tears. You have helped me through so much in my relationship and my life personally, and I really want to say thank you. I know this podcast is going to go far, and I can't wait till y'all hit the screens because what you have to say, the whole world needs to hear. If I could have dinner with anyone I love for my man and I to have it with y'all. P.S. Sweet potato pie was good. Lord, I really feel connected to y'all. I look forward to many more episodes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Janae too. She's so funny. I know she's on Twitter. She's one of my 5 followers.
Oh, she one of your 5 followers?
No, but I get to know folks. Like, I'm claiming it. Hopefully this grows to a community. The thing is, I want intimate community, right? I want folks where it's like, oh, I'm in town. You want to meet up? Like, that's what I really want to do. Because, you get to know folks through different things. You want to sit down and be like, well, what's going on with this?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have some talk.
Yeah.
Don't you? I really want to do that. Whenever we have our live show or when we meet folks, I don't know what it's going to manifest into, but it has to be something around food, right?
Right.
Don't you feel like it has to be some sort of kitchen table talk? I don't know if I can just go and talk. It has to be us sharing food or just something like a glass. It got to be, I don't know. I feel like that feels good. That's why I was interested in my brother from that Creds was like, oh, y'all should do the show at my restaurant. I said, yes, we need to be at a restaurant.
Yeah.
So we can all eat, because I want to be eating while doing the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want somebody to pass me the hot sauce.
Pass the
so we can
please.
have kitchen table talk, right?
Like
if
we
we're really
used to.
talking. So, yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, so we got some voicemails.
All right, let's
Let me
listen.
see.
You know what? A few folks got us because we know Brianna sent that voicemail, and I guess we ain't answer the questions. We'll do that Wednesday. I do got some feedback. This is the 100th episode.
Yeah.
We'll do this. I do got feedback, though.
Oh,
Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, and we'll break down the other voicemail.
All right.
All right, Nero.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can get this to work.
Sorry for the click in the background, y'all. We actually got the Grammys in the background, and it looked like Kendrick Lamar is sweeping. Sweeping. You hear me?
Do you know what today is?
Oh, wait a minute.
It's your 100th EP.
Hey.
100th EP.
Turn up.
Come on.
What's cracking, mom and dad? Oh, no, let me be serious. But happy 100th. Glad I joined the family when I did.
Yes.
And if anybody asks, I've been here since episode 1.
Hey.
Okay? Now, moving right along into this 20 minutes so I can piss Papa near
No, don't you send another email.
I'm not going to do that today.
This our segment.
One of my favorite episodes is the code switching episode because towards the end, y'all like were going down memory lane, and one of the memories you guys had was Mama Nyambi and that damn baby oil in the shower and Papa Nira slipping all over the place. That shit cracks me up.
That
Okay,
shit is not
cracks me
funny.
up good.
Not
And
funny
just
at all.
like y'all cracking up and like going tit for tat, like bringing up that shit. That was a good episode. Okay. And that's like one of the ones that's like etched into my brain. And one of my new favorite, well, it's not an episode really, because you said it in multiple, but like one of my new favorite sayings is when the salt hit the tongue.
I told you.
That shit cracks me up something so good. Like, I couldn't even tell you why, but that shit is so funny, okay? I tell everybody that shit now. Oh my gosh. No, but you guys are a lot of fun, a lot of love, and I appreciate it. Looking forward to 100 more episodes. And hi to my younger brother Desi. But I'll talk to you guys next week.
Yes.
Peace and love.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You
Rihanna.
mean you said people can leave as many messages as they want here.
I hit her up on Instagram.
How y'all doing?
Hey.
This Black Love Matters.
Who's
I just want to let y'all know you're doing a good old job. And since I found out I was 1/8 black, I'm changing my name to Nicodemus, because I'm born again. Ain't that right, honey?
So it's right, Nicodemus.
All right, now, go ahead and put your mouth back.
Oh, I understand. Who the fuck is this?
Nestled in white hands, Diddy.
And Cam, your cousins from the West Coast in California.
Yes, hey.
Wishing you guys the best success for 100 episodes and
Nicodemus.
an extra 100 more.
So hurry up, make it more 100 episodes, and get us some merch
Yeah, we want to see some merch.
It's
and
coming.
a coffee table book.
Not
Yes.
no little black dog, but some merch.
No, y'all
All right,
niggas
talk
gonna
to you
see
guys later. Bye.
a black
Bye.
dog. Desi the fuck dog.
I ain't know who the hell. I said, you ain't screened this shit?
No.
I thought those some white people. I'm about to cuss them out.
Hey,
Oh.
Niram and Nyambi, what's good? What up, though? It's your
What up,
boy,
though?
Sir Jeffrey 5D.
So Jeffrey.
5D,
Man, I'm
what's
so
up, man?
fucking proud of you guys for your 100th episode. I mean, shit, you guys are amazing. Every episode is nothing short of amazing. Real quick, Niram, I'm proud of you with the magazine, man, with the write-ups, man. Keep it going. I definitely see some good things coming in the future. And,
Thank you, family.
You know, coming to fruition. And Nyambi, definitely keep on the astrology thing. When you talk about that, it seems like you have a real passion for that. So
Trap
I
astrologist.
would say most definitely follow that. Intuitively, I feel like it'd be a good feel for you. But both of you, man, I love you guys. I hope you guys continue with this greatness and this black excellence. Bless up. Take care.
Thank you. Oh, I need to go back and listen to Sir Jeffrey EP. I know I listened to it once. I need to listen to it again.
Who killed JFK?
Hi, Niram and Nyambi. Happy 100th episode. This is Soraya.
Yes.
I just wanted to share with you guys that there are so many moments on the Black Love Matters podcast that have been just absolutely amazing to me. It's my favorite podcast, and actually the very first one I started listening to.
Nice.
But I think one of my favorite moments was just recently when Nyambi was just really transparent with us and share with us how she decided to come out of the mood she was in. of just kind of wanting to be in the house and kind of being down. And she decided to get out of the house to treat herself. Go to the movies, eat some pizza, smoke a whole pizza in the movie. Still don't know how she did that, but okay. And I think that
a very big
this
purse.
is just awesome to me because it was a small reminder of so many reminders that you guys give throughout this podcast to never forget about yourself and to always make time for yourself the same way that you take time out for others and the same way that you invest energy into others. So thank you guys for always reminding us Black and brown folks, you know, because mental health and self-care always seems to take the back burner for us. So thanks for always reminding us how important it is to love on ourselves before we can successfully love on one another, which I think is a great foundation that you guys have set for this podcast in particular. So happy 100th episode again. I can't wait for 100 more. Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you. I ain't going to cry.
Go ahead.
No. That's what Niram wants.
Niram, Naomi, what's good? This is Corey. I'm going to do the impossible. I'm going to leave you guys a congratulations on your 100th episode message in less than 2 minutes.
Shit.
There it is. I love you guys. Peace.
Yes, Corey did it.
Naomi, hit me up. Peace.
Alrighty. I'm going to have to call him.
Let's see here. Got another one.
Oh, okay. No, I'm waiting. I'm listening.
Hey, Niram and Nyambi. This is Shanice from D.C.
Yes.
Y'all been saying my name wrong. But it's okay. It's
I'm
Shanice.
sorry, Shanice.
So I just wanted to congratulate y'all on your 100th episode, just bringing you love and light and just longevity. And I just wanted to say that I look forward to listening to you all every Monday. It gets me through Monday. I'm just like, on Sunday, I'm just like, all right, cool. So, I know that I can look forward to Monday, because I'll hear from Niram and Nyambi and see what they're talking about and see their recap on This Is Us. Always look forward to that on Friday as well. So I just want to say that I'm looking forward to this merch that is coming. I need a Touched by White Hands shirt. Yes, I really do. And next time y'all come to DC, we'll do some vegan stuff. So let me know.
Speaking
all
my
right,
language.
y'all have a great one. Yeah. Congratulations again. Bye.
We had a really nice community out in DC. Feeling the energy being pulled towards there.
Hey, this is Red Baron 390 calling Niram and Nyambi.
Red Baron.
You guys all of the love that you guys deserve on your 100th episode. And thank you so much for offering this invitation to myself and to many others. The thing that I've been able to appreciate about your podcast so much is the simple fact that it has been really getting us back to the core needs of loving being Black, who we are, appreciating not just being Black women, but also Black men and the things that we can do to uplift ourselves, change how we think, how we feel, and look to a bigger and better future that we all can benefit from. And I hope you guys have a very successful long-term thing going on with this podcast. I hope to be able to call you again when you guys reach 200. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm calling all the way from Arizona.
All right, now.
And I love you both. Thank you so much for this. Goodbye.
I feel like Red Bear needs to be a Black academic.
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to teach my children. Yeah.
Hey, I just want to congratulate you guys on your 100th episode of Black Love Matters. I'm a little bit disappointed that I'm not on your show today to celebrate.
Yes, it's your daddy.
That's okay. I'll get with both of you at a later time.
Did you say he supposed to be on it?
Yeah, your dad said I was supposed to be on the show.
You know, it was mad because they went on the
Honey, I'm so drunk I forgot who I was calling, but I made it. And y'all made it to 100. Oh, my God. So proud of you all. I love you all. You all's podcast is the best. And I wish nothing but the best for you all in the near future. I can't believe this is 100. Like, I've really been listening to this since, like, the most out of all podcasts. And I'm so grateful for Niram and Nyambi. Oh, this is Amber, by the way, the DCL taker. But I ain't taking no L's in 2018, okay?
Nope.
I'm from brunch, but it's cool.
Yes.
I'm about to lay my ass down. But it's the 100th episode, and it's on the popping up in here.
I love it.
But yes, I'm so proud. And I just love you all.
Yes.
And keep it up. And Nyambi, that dog, he is the cutest. And Niram, y'all still having a baby, so get it together. Boom. Peace. I'm out.
Why would y'all wish misfortune upon me?
Please. Niram love this dog gonna love that baby. You know what? Next time we go to DC, because you know we got Nia and Adifa down there, we might have to just be like, we going here for happy hour. Y'all come through.
Right. Bus Boys and Poets, what's up?
Oh my God, with that swamp water.
I love a good swamp water. So
Next time we go to DC, we just gonna say it, and we just gonna find a happy hour, and then be like, we gonna be here. We need to go somewhere, not no tables or nothing, where we can just be. Going to maybe in the summer, where we can just meet. Well, maybe we meet at the King. Because Niram paid me. Because every time we go to DC, I make him go to the MLK Monument every time.
Niram, take me to the King. What?
Niram be like, we done seen him 10 times. And Niram be like, it don't change.
It don't.
I don't care.
It don't change, baby.
Every time I go to DC, I like, take me to the King.
Please take me to the King.
Now it's gonna be the King, and maybe every other time the African American Museum. I feel like now every time I need to go to the King and go sit at that pool. What's it called? A contemplation pool?
The pond or something like that.
And cry. And then we can commence DC.
Okay.
That's why I couldn't live out there.
We're just going to do a pop-up picnic.
Come on. DC be gorgeous in the springtime, though.
Yeah, y'all got
It's just like a potluck.
Right.
And you just bring your own. But I want to go somewhere we can bring a little piece of drink, though. I ain't trying to get us arrested.
Sure.
But drinking in the street. Black Love Matters podcast. Even the news be shady. Drinking at the MLK Monument. Bottles of Hennessy and E&J. No. Well, I think we're going to really have to figure something out.
Not that herkin jerk.
What?
Jesus.
You act like you ain't never had no E&J.
I have.
All righty. Thank y'all. It was 100.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. We ain't stopping. We know 100 was that mark, but it ain't stopping.
Fuck that. We quitting. Fuck y'all niggas.
Near be on the next step. We was just playing. Y'all still there?
Y'all there?
No, but it's 100 more coming, and we're brainstorming more stuff. All the things we talked about is coming, and also we're talking about how to keep it new and edgy and new segments and all that stuff. But just bear with us, and as we're growing and changing. And thank y'all again. And if y'all have any ideas, y'all let us know.
Right.
We know a few folks have sent some stuff that they're doing. I know some of our day one folks. So our sister who got the book coming out. We know Red Baron got his EP coming out. Like we want to continue. Like it's a two-way street. Craig. Like we want to like build our own community, right, and uplift each other. So we'll be sure to get that stuff out on Instagram. And sis with the book, I'm actually going to purchase that through Amazon and read it. And Chantel, I thought it was Chantel. I wanted to make sure and read it and actually provide like a review. Like I want to do all that stuff because that's what it's really about. Like we gotta make our own spaces, right, and make ourselves feel loved. So thank you, y'all, from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, you want to close this out now?
Yeah, so as always, to submit your Black Love Story, go to blacklovematters.com/love story. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. To leave a comment about anything that we talked about today, go to blacklovematters.com. We got that SoundCloud, and we got that voicemail. We love voicemail, so shoot us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.
100, Nero. You ain't think, how far you think I was going to make it?
I don't know, baby, because sometimes you be flaky on shit.
Well, first of all, I'm not flaky.
You are flaky on some things.
But
you just like the fuck dog. You do things what you want to do. And
now if tables going to turn, I'd be funny.
Yes.
I'd be like, we're going to do this podcast. We got to do it right.
Right.
But I appreciate it. I love you.
All righty, baby. I love you too, Naomi.